Hey guys, welcome back for the first time in a while. Banter Bets and BPL. We're shifting. Maybe that's not an apt name for the pod anymore. Because what did you have, Keegan? I got brother Keegs on here. We've got a Euro pod. He has a new name that we might have to workshop. Keegs,
Yeah,
good to have you.
yeah.
Why don't you let us know?
Open to suggestions, but right now I got wits, wagers, and world soccer.
With wagers in world soccer. It's a perfect transition from Banter Bets and BPL. But now we're talking some world soccer. We're going to be talking Euro 2020 being played in 2021. So already weird, but we all know why. And we're going to be doing some betting, some futures, because we did Premier League futures last year, Keegs. It's a little bit long to have a future out for a Premier League season. It's like, I don't know, 8 months is the season. So you got to wait a while. But this tournament is going to be a month long. So I think there's a good opportunity to bet some tournament futures, and you can see your winnings in a month. It makes you even more invested than you already were, and I think we're going to get into that. Brother Keegs has been crunching numbers for a couple days now, so he's going to be bringing the heat. He's left no stone unturned, I don't think.
Yeah, I've gone through every market, every team, every player, and ready to go.
So you guys know that you're getting some quality bets here. All right, we're going to start things off right away with the outright market. This is just to win. And I remember World Cup 2018, me and Mike had a nice big future on France. And we won it. And then we spent it all and one night at the bar in the Kenora tournament back then. So we're looking for spending money at shooters here. Brother Keegs, what do you like for outright? Who's winning this tournament? Usually
Outright,
you've got your favorite, your mid-level, and a long shot, I think, probably, right?
unfortunately, I don't have a mid-level. It's just kind of a one favorite, one long shot is what I got. There doesn't really exist a mid-level. Like, I don't know if you consider Netherlands, Denmark, Croatia kind of mid-level, but I don't like any of those teams. So I got a favorite and a long shot.
Let's hear it.
So my kind of thought process here for this one was process of elimination. So I just based on the team that I think is going to have the best chance of getting far in the tournament, and then anything can happen from there. So France, Germany, Portugal, obviously all in the same group. So I think, that'll be tough. Not only is it tough for them to get out of the group, obviously top three teams can advance, but if you happen to tie Hungary, then I think all three of those teams could possibly get eliminated in the group, which would be pretty earth-shattering.
Well, not all three of them, but either of the three, any of the three could.
Yeah, and not to mention the second place team out of their group is probably going to play England, who will probably finish first in their group. So they could also lose there. And then that brings me to England, who is going to lose in the round of 16 when they play the second place team in that group. That's a guarantee. So I'm going to knock out England. And then what am I left with? Spain. They wouldn't be a bad shout. I think they're my second choice here. But they do have to play the winner of the England and the second place from the other ones. And I just don't think they're as good as the other teams. Portugal, obviously in that group. Italy, I'm never going to bet Italy, so that leaves Belgium for me.
Are you a little worried about De Bruyne?
Yeah, I don't know. I heard he's good to go, so put a face mask on him and hope he doesn't get elbowed.
I think your logic's solid there. Yeah, Belgium at 6.5. Yeah, makes a lot of sense. I went England.
Sorry, and the way the tournament sets up for them, once they win their group, they pretty much have a bye to the semifinals, more or less. Mm-hmm. So they're going to go far, so might as well take them.
Yeah, I went England. I think this is a great team. I think this is just a fantastic team. I know England's had high hopes before, but really, realistically, every other time you're going into a tournament with England, it's like, yeah, like we could do good. I think this is a we should do good. We have the best players in the world playing in the Premier League. Some of them are English. I think this is England at 6.0. I'm betting with my heart a little bit, and it would feel really good. I don't want England to win a tournament that I don't have money and me to not have money on it. So England is my pick here. I like Belgium as an option. I mean, England, it feels a little bit like betting on the Leafs to win the Stanley Cup and you just get disappointed every single time. But yeah, I know that they would have to pay. That does worry me a bit, but I think they could beat Germany or Portugal.
Yeah. Yeah, but then from there, then they most likely will have to play Spain in the next game.
Yeah, it is unlikely they win both those games, actually, now that you say it. But yeah,
Nothing wrong with an emotional bet.
yeah, it's one of the few that I have here. So there you go. Who's your long shot?
You know what? I made this bet a while ago when I found out about the Super League and players might not being able to play. So I made a bunch of bets then. Only a couple of them have lasted until now that I still like. And this is one of them, Ukraine to win it. I think I had them at 67 is what I bet. They're down to 51 now, but I'll still take them. Yes, I moved the line. I must have. They're in the group with Netherlands, who are in kind of bad form, and I think they're a little vulnerable. So if they win that group, then they come up against a third place team, and then the winner of two second place teams. I mean, so making it to the semifinals for them as well is an option for them. So I like Ukraine.
Yeah, nice. That is a very doable path. For me, I didn't look into it as much as you based on like paths and stuff. But did you take a look at Poland's path? Because I'm seeing Poland at 81 with Lewandowski, and usually they're relatively strong defensively. What would that look like?
1 second. Let me find that. The one thing I actually had Poland finishing third in their group, still making it through. But this is what I found out, which is also really interesting. Poland have the most travel out of any team. Their first game is in St. Petersburg, and then they have to fly all the way to Spain for their second game, and then all the way back to St. Petersburg for their third game, which seems absolutely absurd to me.
Who planned that? Jesus.
I have no clue. And some teams are just home all the way through their group stage games, which it seems a little unfair, like Spain is.
Yeah.
But they're in Spain's group, so if they finish second, then they got another second place team, and then the winner of the group of death.
So maybe the guy, the one who stumbles out of the group of death could be weary from the battle, and then Poland's there to win 1-0 on a Lewandowski penalty and park the bus.
You never know.
Yeah, I mean, a long shot probably won't win, but it is kind of fun to follow one. And I like Ukraine. You said to have the path to the semifinal there. Once you get there, anything else is pretty much gravy, and you've got like a 50 to 51 to 1. Just you got a live one on the line, trying to reel one in.
Yeah, Turkey's also not a bad shout, just from what I've been hearing from other people.
Yeah,
but the difference between Turkey and Ukraine for me is the path, which maybe I put too much emphasis in. But
no, I think that it's definitely worth looking into that. What about Switzerland? They're in that Turkey-Italy group, right?
Yeah, they are. So the winner of that group, plays the second place in Group C, which is a pretty weak group. That is the Netherlands and Ukraine group.
Yeah.
But then they're most likely going to have to come up against Portugal, or excuse me, Belgium.
Yeah.
In the next round.
Well,
so I don't know. Not a
yeah,
bad show.
I like it, and I think I'll be going England personally, with a small long shot on either Poland or Ukraine. And it looks like Brother Keegs is going Belgium with a small long shot on Ukraine that you already have.
Yeah.
All righty. Well, that's the big one. Now, second biggest market, probably top goal scorer. I also had Kane as the top goal scorer last World Cup. I made out really well in the last World Cup, hoping to try that again. For me, top goal scorer here, I like Mbappe at 10.0. He's probably one of the best players in the tournament. Maybe even the best player in the tournament. So it might be another, I think we have, what's the category as well? There is, UEFA player of the tournament. Let's take a look. Yeah, Mbappe's 9 for that. So Mbappe's the favorite for player of the tournament, and he's third favorite for top goal scorer. I think that's pretty good odds. to get Mbappe as the third favorite at 10.0. France is going to be a powerhouse. Mbappe is their best player. The only question mark is, I think a lot of the top goal scorers, you got to factor in penalties for this one. And will he be taking penalties, or will Griezmann be taking penalties? So I don't know, Keegs, what are your thoughts on top goal scorer? What do you think about Mbappe, or will Griezmann be taking penalties and vulture some from him?
You know what? Mbappe was one of the other ones that I had from beforehand. I'm not huge on it now because you also have to take into account them announcing Benzema to return. So I'm not sure if he'll play up top, maybe Mbappe on the wing. I think Mbappe is a decent shout. But I think some people might steal some goals from him.
Yeah. What about Ronaldo at 13? I know he's a little old, but there won't be anyone stealing goals from him.
Yeah, that's another one that's a good shout. It's just, for me, it's how far they can make it in the tournament.
Yeah.
But I do think that's a good one. And he's also chasing that international goal record.
Yeah. Who do you got in this?
I got Big Rom is the second favorite. Belgium are most likely going to go far, at least the semifinals. And then he does take their penalties, as far as I know. I think he scored one today for them, a penalty. So I'm going to hop on him.
Well, did you know that he's the last player to have a penalty saved by David De Gea? So I'm not sure if they should be trusting him with any penalties, because De Gea saves no one.
Well, that's a long time ago. That's old Lukaku.
That's 5 years
He's
ago.
probably played for 2 teams since then.
Yeah, it was for Everton. Yep, it was. So, yeah, Lukaku at 8. That is pretty good. And he's coming off a fantastic season. So I see your theme here is a little bit Belgium heavy.
Mm.
Could be a good tournament for you if Belgium goes far. All right.
And then
yeah. Oh, you got a long shot for us?
Yeah. Well, I got a mid-range and a long shot. Mid-range for me, even though I'm not high on the team because it's Italy, they could go far. He's scored a shit ton of goals for his club team for the past 5 seasons. Hasn't quite had the form for Italy, but I'm going Immobile here at 21. He's going to be their starting striker. Not a lot of scoring options in that team that's not him. So if they go far, I could see him. And at 21, I like that for my mid-range.
Yes, 100% agree. And we're going to get into top team goal scorers later. And he's like almost 2-1 to be top team goal scorer, which was another, I think, a fantastic bet. Do you have a long shot? Oh, for my mid-range? Oh, for my mid-range, I was actually looking at Gnabry. Again, don't love the team, but I feel like for a mid-range, you're looking at a team that could go far. Germany could go far. Not super confident in them, but at 34, Gnabry's probably their best goal scorer. I was also taking a look at Muller at 41. Basically, I don't think Werner, based on his form in front of goal this year, will be the German top scorer. So I would think it would be Gnabry or Muller, old reliable, carrying them. So that's kind of who I was looking at there. Didn't really like any of the other mid-ranges. Did you have a long shot?
Yeah, my long shot, again, going with the how far they can make it. And I had Ukraine, so I'll go Ukraine again. There he is, Roman Yaremchuk. Admittedly, don't know a clue about the player, but I heard he's got a good season in Belgium. He'll probably be starting up top for them, so I'll go for him. This is another one that I bet a while ago, and the number was actually 126. So again, I'm
moving line,
influenced the line to move down to 81.
Very nice. For my long shot, you went with an Italy player for your mid-range. I think Berardi at 67 is not bad. I don't know if he'll take pens for Italy. I know he took them for is it Sassuolo he plays for? Basically scores every goal for Sassuolo. I'm pretty sure he's a pen taker. And I don't know. Again, I don't want to be cheering for Italy, but they are a big team that could make it far. Probably a low-scoring team, but pens and he'll definitely be starting on the wing for them. So I feel like a starting forward on a team that could go deep is at 67. Can't really go wrong. Couple bucks.
Yeah, for sure. Love that bet as well.
Mm-hmm. who's the biggest odds? I haven't looked fully in here. David Turnbull for Scotland, 501. Alioski pops up at
Oh, you got
1,001.
Alioski down there.
1,500 to 1. Couple guys I haven't even heard of. Jack Hendry on Scotland. There you go. All right. So now I think for the rest of the show here, we're going to open up the group betting and why don't we take a look at the table there, Keegs? And we're going to go through group by group, kind of talk about, I don't know if we have any talking points, but basically, mostly we're going to focus on the bets for each group. So this Friday, June 11th, and it's going to be on in Mr. Ezard's class, that's for sure. But Italy takes on Turkey. Group A gets underway. Keegan, what bets did you sniff out with that bloodhound nose of yours for good value bets? What did you sniff out for Group A?
Yeah, for this group, first of all, I'm really hoping Italy don't make it out of the group. I think it's possible. I think Turkey are a team to watch from what I've been hearing, and Switzerland are going to be pretty solid defensively. Big under team is what I'm going to be looking for them. So the bets that I like here, I already mentioned Immobile, top goal scorer. I like Turkey to reach the quarterfinals. If they're able to make it out of the group, I think they have I think anyone that makes it out of this group, I believe, has a easy matchup, regardless of if they're first or second. So to make it to the quarterfinals, Turkey is 3.6, not huge, but doable. And then the other one that I'm going with is Turkey to win the group at 5.5. So kind of going anti-Italy here with a team that could turn some heads.
Yeah, nice. Turkey. I've got, for this one, again, because the not qualify is like kind of really tough because of the third place teams making it. So it was kind of tough for me to take that, but I will of course be cheering against Italy, as everyone should be that is an Italian. But my bets were top team goal scorer, Immobile's 2.87. I think that's pretty good. Even Berardi at 11.0. Like, I think those are the two. I don't know. I'll probably go Immobile, but Berardi I think is a strong one as well. Yilmaz, top team goal scorer for Turkey. He's had he just won Ligue 1 with Lille. He's going to be the guy scoring goals for them. 2.75, pretty good. Yep. And Wales, bit of a long shot here, but Kiefer Moore, top team goal scorer. He should be playing up front for them if they play with a striker. So maybe he's the next Hal Robson-Kanu. I know he's a lower league player, but he's 9.0 to be the top team goal scorer.
That's news to me. What I came across on my research was Harry Wilson kind of playing false nine with Bale and Dan James on the wing.
Well, I think in qualifying, they mostly played with a striker, but I think the last bit they've been playing false nine, and that might be what they're headed for. I don't know. I don't
it's
really
still a long shot, so.
Yeah, it's a 9.0. I'll probably put like $4 on it. And those are the ones I got for that group. Group B, Belgium, Denmark, Finland, and Russia. Pretty weak group, to be honest, looking at it here. What do you got, Keegs?
Yeah, for me, I'm going to go Belgium to reach the semis. It's only 2.37, but for me, all they got to do is win a pretty easy group, and then they have two beatable teams lined up for them. So it should be pretty easy for them. And then the other thing that I like, I'm going to go Belgium to finish first in the group, Denmark to finish second in the group at 2.75. I think Belgium should obviously win it. Denmark kind of also have a sneaky good team, decent backline, couple fun attackers in there as well. So a team that I won't mind rooting for a little bit there.
Yeah, I think even Belgium, you got to pay a little bit here, but Belgium to win the group at 1.72, I think this is an easy group win for them. That's not quite plus money, but like if you put, I don't know, $30 on that, it's paying out probably like 55, 53, something like that. So I think that'll be one of my big bets is Belgium to win the group at 1.72. I do like Denmark in second as well, because I think that will happen. So I might have a little bit of a smaller bet on that. Let me take a look if I had any top team goal scorers. I pretty much picked like a top team goal scorer for every team, almost. Um, for Denmark, I had top team goal scorer for Denmark, Yusuf Poulsen. In your research, he's been playing?
As far as I know, don't
Yeah.
have too much notes on that particular thing, but
But it looked like he was 11.0, and I don't know, it seems like they kind of rotate their strikers. He was one of the lower ones, but also I feel like he's one of the higher pedigree strikers for their team. So I went 11.0 with him. Also, Eriksson is 5.5. He'll probably be taking penalties. Don't think that would be a bad bet either.
mhm.
Finland, Puki's 2.2. Puki's 2.2, and then the second favorite is no Finland goal score at 6.5, which I was close to taking that. If the group wasn't so weak, I probably would have taken no Finland goal scorer, but I think I will go with Pukki at 2.2 because if anyone scores, probably either be him or like a random huge center back that scores a header, but we'll go with Pukki in that one. Also, this one might be a little bit of a sneaky one. I saw in Russia's friendly that this guy named Alexander Sobolev, he took a penalty and scored. So it seems like he might be the penalty taker, and he's at 15.0. And Russia's not a team that scores a ton of goals. Even in a weak group, I don't expect too much from them. So I feel like their penalty taker at 15.0 for a team that might not even score many goals, maybe one's enough.
Yeah, that's not bad. I actually had Zoiba,
Yeah.
obviously their talisman, coming off another big season for Zenit. But I don't definitely like your shout there with I mean, if they go out in the group as well,
Yeah.
one penalty goal would do it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's it for this group. Let's move on to Group C. We got Austria, Netherlands, North Macedonia, and Ukraine. Oh man, this is a weak group as well. Probably got the worst team in the tournament in it, in North Macedonia, and then I mean the good team is Netherlands, who's not even a top team either. So yeah, I see why you have some value in maybe Ukraine, possibly even Austria coming out of this group. What are your bets for Group C?
This one I got Ukraine to win the group. I think they start against Netherlands, get a tie there, and then maybe goal difference. I think it's easily doable, 5.5. So I like that spot. Again, Ukraine to reach the semis. If they win this group, they have one of the easier paths. That's at 7.0. And I also like kind of strange one, Ukraine to get 7 points out of the group. So like I said, tie Netherlands in the first game, and then you get rack up 2 wins, and that's 8.5.
Nice. Yeah, I like those Ukraine bets. I'll probably be jumping on Ukraine a little bit with you. Mine for this one are just some more top team goal scorers. I've got, I don't know about this one, but Pandev is 6.0. If you think Macedonia are going to score, and it is kind of some weak teams, Pandev is probably going to be the guy to score, and at 6.0, I think that's not a bad bet. I'm pretty sure no Macedonia goal scorer was like 5.5, so that looks to be the favorite. I have Depay. Looks like he's playing up front, the pen taker for Netherlands. Top team goal scorer, 3.25.
Yep, great.
And Austria looks like they're going to play Sasa Kalajic up front, and he is the favorite. And I feel like Bet365 knows what they're talking about, and the fact they're putting him favorite over bigger names like Arnautovic makes me think, okay, this is the guy to go with. He's 3.75. So, and then Yaremchuk as the top Ukraine goal scorer, 4.5, I think is a strong bet.
I'm on that one as well.
Let me just make sure I don't have anything else for this group. Oh, actually, this is an interesting one. So I like this market. There's lowest scoring team in the tournament. I've got North Macedonia at 6.5. I don't see how I feel like if you pick that and Pandev to be the top team goal scorer at 6.0 and 6.5 respectively, you're winning one of those bets, or you're at least splitting one of those bets. So I think that's a smart way to bet that.
Yeah, for sure. That is a great point. Another one that I actually didn't bring up, but Ukraine as well. One last bet for them. over 4.5 goals in the tournament. It's 2.2. They kind of set these lines funky. A bunch of teams would be like something like 5.5, but then the under would be like 1.2 or something ridiculous. So for that one, 4.5. So I mean, if they're able to make it out of the group, you got 3 games in the group. They score in each of those games, maybe 2 goals in one game, and then they're already at 4 goals. So I kind of like that one as well.
Yep. Very nice. Group D, the England group, Croatia, Czech Republic, England, Scotland. Looks pretty manageable for England, but they've messed things up easier than this before. Just see Euro 2008 qualifying. What are your bets for Group D?
Yeah, I actually got a couple here. You're gonna have to help me whittle these down, but I'm pretty negative on Croatia here. I mean, they obviously had their magical run at the World Cup. Lost Rakitic, still obviously have Modric, who's one of the best. They've also haven't been in great form, so I'm going to go against Croatia as a general theme here. I actually had Croatia as the lowest scoring team in the tournament. Hopefully, maybe they don't score a goal, and it's at 34 for them. I also don't mind Croatia to not qualify, but I still don't really like how they could still be the top 3rd place team. But I'm hoping maybe they get 2 ties or something and don't make it out. Also, then bottom of the group. Bottom of the group, it's not on there, but it's 9.0. I do think Scotland are decent, and they're also one of the host cities. But they do have to travel to England for that one game. And Czech Republic's not too bad either. Got the West Ham lads. Yeah, I also have England to lose at the last 16. The bet I guaranteed when they finish top of the group with 9 points. That's at 2.62. And then England to win all of their games is at 3.25. I don't actually love that one. I think you'd probably get better odds if you just parlayed all 3 of their games right off the bat. So I'm going to scratch that one out. And then I wanted to get one of the teams because there's a market for a team to lose in PKs. So for me, this one's Scotland for me. Just based on the way I worked out my bracket, they were kind of liked their number in terms of losing in PKs compared to some of the other teams. A lot of the teams are lower. So that's what I got from that group. Lots of junk there.
Right on. What do I have other than England winning the tournament? I have just some top team goal scorers again. I got Lyndon Dykes for Scotland. Looks like he'll be playing up front with Shea. He's 6.0. And I think he was doing the business in qualifying, so going with him. Bruno Petkovic looks like he'll be starting up top for Croatia, and he's 8.0. So I'm going to go with him for top team goal scorer for them. And did I have I don't think I did a Czech Republic top team goal scorer or an England one. I was thinking long and hard about Suchek because he's class, but I didn't end up going with them. So that's all I got for Group D, a couple top team goal scorers. Group E, another, well, maybe not. It's pretty even group, I think. I was going to call it weak, but you got Spain in there and Poland and maybe Sweden as some slight dark horses. But Poland, Slovakia, Spain, and Sweden. Looks like the numbers are off the board here. I'm seeing on the right, but what do you got for Group E?
Yeah, this one was tough because the numbers were off the board as well when I was looking, and I think that's because Busquets got COVID today. So they had to throw out their under 23s in their game. So they're probably just waiting on that. But the ones that I were able to find, I liked Sweden to make it to the quarterfinal or to lose in the quarterfinals. I believe, well, I'm not too high on Poland, like I mentioned before, with their ridiculous travel.
Yeah.
And then Spain, I imagine, will finish first. But even if they don't, I think each of their spots gives them a pretty easy matchup in the next round. And Slovakia, I'm not too high on either. So I like Sweden there. Decent number, 5.0. I also, they haven't posted it because of the Spain situation, but I imagine Morata top team between 2 to 3. I like that spot. I also like Ferran Torres to win top young player of the tournament.
Nice.
He should play.
Yeah.
And when he played for City, he was always scoring goals. So even if you take him as their top team goal scorer, I'm not sure what the numbers are because they don't have it, but that would be a decent spot. But top young player of the tournament's 10.0. I think he's third favorite.
Yeah, that's solid. For this, I just had a couple long shot top team goal scorers. I had Dejan Kulusevski, top team goal scorer for Sweden, and Michael Duris, top team goal scorer for Slovakia. Not guys I know much of, but apparently they should be starting up front for their teams, and some long numbers there. So it's worth a prayer. I do like sprinkling a little bit on most teams because then like you kind of got a rooting interest for every game that you watch if you've got like top team goal scorer, if you've got, at least got something on a team. So Group F, the group of death. France, Germany, poor Hungary, and Portugal. It would be just magnificent to see Hungary get out of this group. They did tie Portugal at the last Euros in their group there, and I can't remember if they made it out.
I think they finished top of that group, actually.
Really? Oh, there you go. See if they can do it again. What do you got for these guys?
Yeah, the obvious one here is Group F to be the winning team's group. It's at 2.62, and I think, you got 7 contenders, 3 of them are in that group, so I think that's kind of a no-brainer there.
Yeah.
So whoever can kind of make it out, you got to fancy a little bit. And then I got,
what was the number on that actually?
2.62.
2.62, nice.
I'll probably invest pretty heavily in that. So then when I'm looking at the winners, could kind of, even if Belgium, who I'm going to put money on, doesn't win, one of those 3 kind of got all my bases covered a little bit there.
Yeah.
And then I'm going against Portugal. I mean, they obviously have Ronaldo, a lot of good attackers, but a pretty aging back line. They do have Ruben Diaz though. So maybe it's not the smartest thing, but I think I just like France and Germany a little bit better. So I'm going to take France to finish top of the group, Germany to finish second at 4.33.
Mm-hmm. That's strong.
That's all I got.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident. I don't really know why Germany's favored to win this group over France. France is defending World Cup champions. So I'm going to be investing pretty strongly in France to win their group at 2.37. I'll probably have $25-30 on that.
Yeah, that's another one I have as well. And I saw that as well and was pretty curious.
Yeah, I don't know if they know something we don't, but that seems like a really strong bet. I got Mbappe top team goal scorer. He's at 2.75. Investing in him as top tournament goal scorer, so we better be top team. I got Ronaldo top team goal scorer at 2.1. I really don't see how Ronaldo isn't Portugal's top goal scorer. So at 2.1, slightly positive, slightly plus money. I think that's a strong one. And then Thomas Muller 7.0 top team goal scorer for Germany. I like that one as well. And did I have anything else? No, I didn't. Oh, yeah, I just had your winner to be from Group F as well, because I think you could have 3 contenders into the knockout stage.
Yeah, exactly. Even with the 3rd place.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I listed off all my bets there. Do you have anything else, Keegan?
No, I just had the top team scorers. I had a bunch of them. I'm pretty sure you mentioned every single one of them. I might do one of those long shot parlays to root for, but maybe not.
Good stuff. All righty. I think that's going to do it for us, guys. Just a quick little one. Talking Euros. We're going to be back hopefully a couple times throughout the Euros betting on actual matches. maybe taking it like, I don't know, match day at a time. So like once for every group game, and then you know what I mean, like for match day 1 of each group, for match day 2 of each group, and get some numbers there. Right away, I mean, I can tell you guys, Turkey at 7.0 against Italy on the first day. I'll be betting that for sure and trying to have some fun with that. Cheering for that. But we'll be back with some more for some game by game betting predictions. Maybe get a little bit of a betting table going on again if Sandy and Cam are available. But that's going to do it for us, guys. Without further ado, that's Banter Bets and BPL, or not Banter Bets and BPL. That's Wits Wagers and World Football European Edition. And thanks for listening, Brother Keegs. Thanks for bringing it as always. You got some solid research there. I think if we plan this out well, we can come home with some solid cash in our pocket after this Euro. And hopefully you listeners, if you guys are out there making some bets, hopefully you come home with some as well. Thanks for listening. That's going to do it. Bye.